Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today we have the Knipex self-gripping auto adjust pliers, aka the SmartGrip pliers. Not to be confused with Cobras. These are actually not part of the Cobra line. These are a whole separate thing in and of itself. Cobra is nowhere in the name on these. I got these probably 3-4 weeks ago, and I've been using them here and there. I had previously done a review on these Viha auto adjust pliers that I got from Lowe's. I'll leave the link for that video up there, but I kind of want to compare these two, and I also want to, kind of show you all the difference between these and the Cobras, and then of course the differences between these two. So let's get into it. All right, so just to do a quick little overview, as you can tell, these are a very unique style of auto adjusting pliers. These are not normally what you're going to see. If you look, it has an integrated locking switch, so you don't have to worry about, something that's not attached to the tool. It's right there integrated on the tool. There's no external or exposed springs. Let's take a look at this mechanism a little closer. As you can see, there are no exposed springs anywhere. You just kind of have, it's like this camming action. It's kind of like a compound action here. So whenever you squeeze on the plier, it grips, and then there's like a little elbow here that collapses, kind of giving you this compound action, which really helps you get a better grip on whatever it is that you're trying to get a hold of. That is in stark comparison to these. So I was very disappointed in these because of the shoddy engineering. I mean, don't get me wrong, the plier itself, the business end of the plier it's fine, it's great. What I don't like about these is you have this exposed spring that can come loose. You have another exposed spring right here that can also come loose. And then your locking action is just this little piece of plastic that slides over this little notch right here, and that's what keeps the plier closed. Now, with the integrated switch on this, whenever you do lock these, they don't stay completely closed. They stay about right there, which is no big deal at all. I can work with that, no problem whatsoever. Another difference, if you look at these two, is the business end. So the jaws, the gripping surface of the plier, it's much bigger, and it kind of comes out to a flat, and there's a much longer flat area here, which can really help you in grabbing hold of, flat material. These are a little different. As you can see, the plier jaws themselves are definitely smaller. You have less contact area here. Overall, the design and the shape of the jaws are similar, although these are a little more narrow. These are a little more open. Now, if we look at the SmartGrip compared to your traditional Cobras, the head is a little shorter on these, even compared to the same size Cobra. So that is interesting. I'm not sure, why that is the way it is. Thickness-wise, they're about the same, but overall, the jaws are, and the head of these is a little bit smaller than the Cobras. These Vihas, the capacity on these is pretty big, so we can open these up pretty daggone wide. I think it's about as far as they can go. The SmartGrips, you could literally fit the SmartGrips inside the Viha. All right, so just to measure the jaw capacity to the very last notch, and I'm just gonna open them, try to get it to the widest workable point. So you're looking at about 2 1/4 on the Viha. All right, the SmartGrips. Let's see if we can get these. All right, about right there. It's about the widest you're going to be able to get. And on the Knipex, you are looking at about 1.5. So you have about 3/4 of an inch more jaw opening capacity than what you have with the Smart Grips. Now let's look at the regular Cobras. We are looking at about 2 1/16 in opening capacity, real working opening capacity. So you have a little bit over 2 inches on the standard Cobras. You have about 1.5 on the SmartGrip Knipex pliers, and then you have 2 1/4 inches on the VHA auto adjust pliers. Of course, the advantages to auto adjusting pliers is if you're going to be working with multiple size fasteners or pipe material, obviously you're going to be able to adjust quickly. Get a hold of that, bam, 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 or you can even go from here to here, back up to here, back down to here, and you know, you're not missing a beat with auto adjust pliers. The WEHA, they can obviously do the same thing. They're just as quick as the Knipex. You know, even going from, that's another bad thing about these is this tends to slide up and lock your plier. But in terms of the ability to adjust to different sizes, you know, they do just fine. But obviously this little lock, you know, these are just, they are what they are, I guess. I don't want to talk too much crap about them, but that is the main advantage of the auto adjust pliers over, you know, your traditional tongue and groove plier. You know, so if I'm going to work with a small fastener and then I need to change to a bigger fastener, obviously that's not going to work. So I'm going to have to change my size. Can't do that, so I'm going to have to change that, and then obviously that's not going to work, so I'm going to have to change that again. If you're working with just one size and you're not worried about different diameter fasteners or different size fasteners, then of course, you know, regular Cobras or tongue and groove pliers are going to be just fine. But if you do find yourself working with multiple size pipe, multiple size bolts, really anything where you're going to have to constantly switch, that's where these come in handy. You're going to be paying a premium for this. I believe these run somewhere between $60 and $70, depending on where you get them from. Your regular Cobras are going to run you somewhere between $30 and $40, and then these are going to run you from about $30 to $35. So these here are about twice the price of these and these. So you could buy this and this for the same price as this. However, just based on looking at these two alone and the quality of craftsmanship and the attention to detail and the mechanism, the auto adjusting feature itself, I don't feel like these will last you very long at all. I mean, if you really want to, and I have, you can take that spring out yourself. You can get lint in there. You could get pieces of metal caught in there. The spring can rust. I mean, there's a whole host of things that can go wrong with this. The joints on this, if you keep those lubricated, they'll work just fine, but you don't have the exposed springs and delicate parts that you have to worry about failing. And of course, you don't have to worry about this lock accidentally sliding in and locking your plier. You have your integrated switch right here. Turn it on, turn it off, and you're ready to go. I mean, just the engineering, the R&D that Knipex has is just far superior to most other companies out there. And that's why, you know, they're such a popular tool brand. That's why they're one of the top tool brands. And that's why people love Knipex tools so much, is because the thought and the engineering and the detail that they put into each and every one of their products, they make it user-friendly, they make it intuitive, they make it robust. But that's all I have for you guys today. I do appreciate you all stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, if you like the content, or if you like content like this, please subscribe to the channel. Also, if you enjoyed the video, a like, thumbs up would certainly be appreciated. And I would like to know what you guys think. You know, let me know in the comments, debate down there. What do you guys think about auto adjust pliers, and specifically this design versus you know, this design or using auto adjust pliers over just using normal, your normal tongue and groove pliers or water pump pliers or whatever. And of course, if you want to support the channel, you can get any of these tools except for this one at KC Tool. The affiliate link will be down in the description below. But that's all I have for you guys. I will see you next time. Peace.